Hi guys, I'm Andrea, busy mom in the magic, and today I am going to walk you through how to save 40 to 60% off deluxe resorts at Disney World. Before we jump in, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel, and let's get going. I know how exciting it can be when planning a Disney World trip, but the craziest part of the Disney World trip is the amount of money that we have to spend to go there. And what we're going to focus on today is the accommodations. If you are like me, someone that loves to have the luxurious feel, but also to save a lot of money, this video is for you. I recognize that Disney World is getting very expensive. So that's why I'm on here to share with you guys the biggest tip on how I save money when going to Disney World, and that is through the accommodations of renting DVC points. And you might be asking me, like, Andrea, what are DVC points and what are you talking about renting DVC? Well, this is what this whole video is about, and how to maximize and save as much money on your next Disney World trip. So let's start off with the first question to understand the entirety of how to save money renting DVC points is, what is actually DVC? DVC is the Disney Vacation Club. It's a timeshare program that allows members to purchase points that can be used to book accommodations at Disney resorts. Members have the flexibility to use their points for vacations at Disney properties as well as at hotels and destinations around the world, such as properties in Vero Beach, Florida. You have Hilton Head, Aulani, which is in Hawaii, Disneyland, and of course, Disney World. When staying in a DVC villa, the types of accommodations are really nice. It is typically not your standard hotel room. These villas come in studios, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, etc. And with the 1, 2, and 3 bedroom villas, you have a full kitchen. So whether you have a large family or a small family, this can be really, really crucial in a Disney trip. So if you wanted to order groceries and cook in the room from a money saving standpoint, that is something that's going to be really, really easy for you. The studios are also really nice as well, as they come with a small kitchenette. They have a actual refrigerator instead of a beverage cooler with some dishes, a small sink, and coffee maker. It just has a really nice area set up in the room versus your standard hotel room through the Disney website. So what is renting DVC points? How do you do it? Renting DVC points involves securing points from a DVC member who may not be using all of their allotted points for the year. This allows you to book a stay at a DVC resort without needing to buy into the membership. So back to that luxurious feel, but also a budget. We love staying at deluxe resorts purely because of the amenities. So talking about the prices of renting DVC points are very similar oftentimes to staying at a moderate resort, but we get all of the amenities of staying at a deluxe resort, such as most deluxe resorts have multiple modes of transportation, whether that being on the monorail, a ferry, Skyliner. You have plenty of options to get to the destination that you are wanting to go. Also with deluxe resorts, they typically have a lot nicer pool areas and accommodations and splash pads, especially if you do have children. These splash pads are super, super nice. Particularly, I'm thinking of the Grand Floridian, Riviera, the Polynesian, Wilderness Lodge. Those are really, really fun for your kiddos. Deluxe resorts are also by creation a lot larger than your moderate and your value resorts, quite literally by the square footage. And if you are renting DVC points, you do have that villa where you clearly have a lot more space. Another perk that I love about staying deluxe is because you qualify for extended evening hours. And what that is that the parks, certain nights will close down early to all guests except Deluxe members, and they will stay open for 2 to 3 hours, and it is really, really nice. There's a lot of walk-on rides on a lot of your most popular attractions. If you are interested in seeing a little bit more in depth of what the extended hours are, make sure to watch this video at the end where we literally walk on some of the most popular attractions in Magic Kingdom, such as Tron and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It is a lifesaver and it is so much fun, and the parks look pretty much empty. It is so awesome. And now the how-to, where to start in saving that 40 to 60%. Well, I'm going to walk you through everything, and I'm just going to turn around and get on the computer to show you step by step. Before we actually jump into the how-to, I really want to show you the difference between the rack rate on Disney World's website versus when we go to the actual DVC website. I put some dates in here on my laptop on the Walt Disney World website, and on all resorts, just click Deluxe Villas just so you can see these price differences of rack rate versus what I'm about to show you. So down here, you'll see that you've got the villas at the Grand Floridian. That is going to be $769. This is a night. Then you have the Jumbo House at Animal Kingdom, $450 a night. Old Key West, etc. So you can see all of these prices as they get pretty steep. Let's click on one of the most popular resorts, and that would be the Grand Floridian. I love this resort. It is your magical, typical feel of Disney World. It is very grand, and it's got a really great splash pad for children, and I truly love the decor inside of the actual rooms. I've stayed here via DVC points, and it is gorgeous inside. We stayed in a studio, and it saved us a lot of money comparatively if we were to actually book through the Disney website. So as you come down, you'll see we've got the resort studio, which is a preferred room. And then you also have a water view, theme park view, deluxe room, club level. And obviously these prices go up as the views get better. So for fun, let's go up to the resort and we'll update our cart and look at the final price, and then we'll get on the DVC website to kind of see what our prices would be. We're going to do no ticket because we're just going to talk about the resorts today. So for just the room, for 5 nights, it's going to have a total cost of about $4,300. Now let's see how to get it cheaper through the DVC website. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to my YouTube channel, find a video, or it could be in the description of this video. You'll go down to the description in my YouTube video, and you will see save 40 to 60% on Disney Deluxe Disney Resorts, and you're going to click on that link. So there's 2 different ways to book a resort through renting DVC points. You can browse already confirmed reservations, or you can start from scratch. Starting from scratch, I would recommend doing about 11 months out. Sometimes you can get pretty lucky with those dates, but this is a very popular way to save money. So I would suggest the earliest 11 months out to get that specific resort that you are wanting. Otherwise, you can browse already confirmed reservations. So what that means is the DVC owner has already posted or spent those points during specific dates. You won't be able to edit those dates, but you might be able to do a split stay, and that is really fun. I actually do like to do split stays, and maybe you would be able to experience more than one deluxe resort. So we're on the website, and you can go down to browse those specific dates like I was telling you about. We're going to do the same dates as what I put in on the Disney World website. You're going to type in your email. You're going to search. Right here on the screen is where I was talking about 11 months out in advance to try your best to put those dates in and get a reservation. But let's go ahead and scroll down to see all of these prices, which are truly incredible. And on the yellow side, it says standard booking, which means if there was something that came up in your life and you had to cancel it, you would be able to get a credit back to use through the DVC rental store. Now, if you went through the cash back protection, which is the blue, and it's a little bit more money, but it could be well worth it for you, that you would actually get your money back, of course, with the cancellation policy of canceling within a certain amount of time, which I can show you that at the end. But for funsies, let's go back down to the Grand Floridian, because we already know that through the Disney website, it's going to be $4,300. So that was for a studio. And as you can see here, that is not the case. You've got a lagoon, a resort, and a theme park room that are all cheaper than all of the options, and it's saving you so much money. So back to when I said you got that luxurious, want that feel, but you also don't like to spend the price tag of $4,300, and this does not include your tickets. Well, now you can spend $4,300 for pretty much everything, including your tickets and renting DVC points and staying at a luxury resort with all of the amenities. Pretty nice, right? That's why I'm hooked. What you do is, let's go ahead and just click our cheapest option, which is the resort. So you can do a deluxe studio or a resort studio. And these are just laid out just a little bit different of the floor plans, but we can go up here and I will show you what these villas look like. So the resort studio, what I was saying earlier, is they are by default a lot larger than your moderate and your value resorts. And whenever we are staying in a deluxe resort, I can feel the additional square foot with our family unpacking, moving around. It's a lot more comfortable. And with the resort studio, you've got 440 square foot. And then as you can see, the 1 bedroom, 844 square foot, 2 bedroom, and then goes up to the 3 bedroom grand villa, which sleeps up to 12. What I really love about this website is it shows you very nicely what these rooms look like from a 3D standpoint. And this is the actual room of the studio. And then you can go down to seeing the deluxe studio, which again, like I said, looks a little bit different, and it is designed a little bit different. So the deluxe studio is not like the blues. That's what we've stayed. I love the decorations of that. But I also can appreciate right here that you have a ceiling fan. I love a resort with a ceiling fan. And talking about a ceiling fan, that Saratoga has ceiling fans, and I'm drawing a blank right now, but if you're needing a ceiling fan, that's the way to go. So you get the idea. You can go through here and look at all of these beautiful, beautiful rooms, and it is just stunning. I love that there's plenty of space in all of these rooms, and it just makes life so much easier, especially whenever you are trying to save money and not spend your entire paycheck. Here are resort amenities, for Grand Floridian, but also would be very typical of your deluxe resort. Now, when you want to submit, like you really want to rent some points and you want to go through with this. So let's just go ahead and let's say I want to rent DVC points. So all you do is just click on that price tag number. You're going to request now, just confirming this information, request now, and you'll get started. So you click the next and you'll type in all of your information. You'll receive an email back stating, you know, this has went through, we need your deposit, or they'll send you an email that suggests to browse the already confirmed reservations or to check out the calendar of options for other resorts during your stay. So talking about browsing the confirmations, let's go ahead and check that out. All you do is go up here to guest and you'll click browse reservations. And again, these are a lot easier, especially if you're going to go on a last minute trip, that you might be a little bit more flexible with your dates. And these are already good to go. As you can see, the Boardwalk Villas, if you wanted to stay there March 9th through the 13th, 4 nights, that's $3,700 for a 1 bedroom. And you can continue to go down. And also you have the Disneyland hotels. You might see Alani in here. There's Animal Kingdom right there. So many different options. Some of the cheaper resorts would be Animal Kingdom Lodge, Old Key West, and those are beautiful resorts. Here's Hilton Head Resort, which is in Hilton Head. You can go there. It's a 2-bedroom for $2,600, and that is for 4 nights. So amazing, amazing prices. And something similar as if we were going ahead and just submitting the dates. It's super easy. You just click request now, and then of course you put your information in, and they're going to communicate you via email. We now know what DVC points are, what DVC is. Now let's talk about some pros and cons and maximizing your savings. So the pros. Obviously, staying in a deluxe resort is a pro. Not saying that the value resorts I have anything against. I do love staying at all Disney resorts. It's better than staying at home. I love a Disney vacation, but I do love a Disney resort that is a deluxe resort. It does make things a lot more of a vacation feel for me, and I truly do love the amenities. And they're just absolutely stunning, like absolutely gorgeous, and the theming are just outstanding. The biggest pro is savings. I mean, I don't know somebody out there that doesn't love saving money, and this is one of my favorite tricks and hacks when going to Disney World on how to save money. Sure, it can be a little nerve-wracking because it's something new, but I really, really do suggest it if you are on a budget but really, really want the amenities. So saving 40 to 60% off is never a bad thing. And I think with renting through the DVC rental store, with their cancellation policies and their cash back protection, I think it is worth it, especially when knowing that you can either get a credit back or your money back. Now the cons. When wanting to rent DVC points, it is a little bit harder to rent DVC during peak seasons such as Christmas, spring breaks, fall season. That's why I suggest to put those dates in. Try your best to reserve some DVC points before it's too late. So make sure that you're being very planful. Maybe 11 months out, you might have some really good luck at 10 months out, but try your best to get in those submissions sooner rather than later. But also on the other side of it, which is a pro, when I'm in the con section, I realize it, but you do have those browsed confirmations that you can also submit to also have. Now, some tips when trying to maximize savings. If it is at all possible to go to Disney World and rent DVC points during non-peak times. So these prices are going to be the absolute inexpensive. I know that whenever we are going in the fall, my entire family is going. That includes my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, my nephew, and then of course my husband and my 4-year-old daughter, Annie. And we are staying in a 3-bedroom villa. I looked up on Disney's website of the rack rate for this villa for the specific dates that we are going, and it is $10,000. During the time that we are gonna go, it is a non-peak time, and I got this 3-bedroom villa for $5,000. That is incredible savings. So I would highly recommend, if your schedule allows it, to try your best to go during non-peak times. When staying in a villa, like I mentioned before, you have an opportunity to have the kitchenette or the entire kitchen. And just like me and my family, when we are gonna go and stay in the 3-bedroom villa, we're all gonna put money in, buy some groceries, and come up with a menu to be able to fix breakfast, maybe some small lunches, and maybe some dinners. We'll have some snacks, and we don't have to worry about the refrigeration. We don't have to worry about going to grab a snack at the quick services, which is additional money, whether that being water or drinks or sodas. This is going to save us a lot of money. A spaghetti would be a very inexpensive meal to feed a lot of us. Pizzas, I mean, there's so many different options, even for lunches. Like, what kid doesn't like frozen chicken nuggies and some French fries that you can get out of the freezer versus a kid's meal through quick service, which is going to be $10, $12. Like, there is some potential savings that I feel like would be very, very intriguing if you ran the numbers of, I'm going to spend a little bit of extra money on a 1-bedroom villa because that's going to come with the entire kitchen versus how much money we're going to spend daily with spending through quick services, dining meals, all the things. I'm not saying not to have a special sit down dining experience with characters, etc., but this is one way to ensure that you're going to save money, but also I get like the GBs sometimes with like eating poorly for a long amount of time. And this is also another tip to save money, but also a tip to feel better. Like, Disney World's a lot of work. I have to fuel my body with good foods. So that kitchen is a huge win. And also the other part of a multiple bedroom villa is with each bedroom, there is a bathroom. So the 2-bedroom villas, they have 2 bathrooms. The 3-bedroom villa, I think according to which one you get, there's multiple bathrooms and half bathrooms because it's a pretty large place. So there's some really, really great savings and amenities whenever renting DVC points. I do need to note that when you are renting DVC points, the tickets are not included. Now, whenever you are submitting, you can click that you need tickets or you can buy them separately. So there's not a discount on tickets, but I think with the difference of savings through DVC points and then just buying the tickets outright, it still is cheaper. I do know that there are some options out there with certain banks that run certain deals. I know Bank of America was running a deal on Walt Disney World tickets, and certain credit cards, they run deals on Walt Disney World tickets. So there are options out there to save money. So a recap, let's go over this. DVC, Disney Vacation Club, renting DVC points. Make sure to use that link because it's going to bring you straight to being able to submit your dates to figure out what's going to work, what dates are going to work, what's these prices. And then I challenge you to really compare the Disney rack rate. You're going to be amazed with the prices and how expensive they can be whenever not many people know that you can save so much money and still stay in a very, very nice resort with plenty of space while you're at your Disney World vacation. Also, you're not just saving money on the accommodations, you're saving money long-term, whether that's through dining, whether that's through drinking. It's gonna bring you some peace, I can promise you that, through the square footage. And I think you're really, truly going to love and be addicted, like myself, to renting DVC points, whether that's browsing already confirmed reservations or submitting that 11 months out for your upcoming Disney World vacation. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments and I would love to help you out. I promise that you're gonna be extremely satisfied with the process. Now, I have used different DVC renting companies and I will have to say that the one that I'm affiliated with is my favorite. Their customer service is incredible. And I do have to say also that typically, the prices of the DVC rental store is cheaper than some of their other competitors. And the DVC rental store is also ran and founded by actual Disney cast members, past Disney cast members. So I also find that being a perk because they're extremely, extremely knowledgeable. Again, if you have any questions, I would love to help you out. And of course, whenever you use my link, it is so appreciative because I do receive a small commission that helps fund this channel to bring a lot more tips and tricks to all of the Disney moms like you. So before this video ends, make sure to like this video if it was helpful at all, or if you'd like to save money, like the video. And of course, we will see you next time. Bye.